Hope all are good. So today let me start SST chapter number 8 Unity in Diversity or Many in the One, यानी कि अनेकता में एकता, ठीक है, Many in the One और बहुतों में एक, ठीक है. Let's begin. When you look around in your class, okay, you will notice that each one of you is different from the other. जब आप अपनी क्लास में देखते हैं तो आप देखते हैं कि हर कोई जो भी जितने भी क्लास में बच्चे बैठे हैं वो सब एक दूसरे से डिफरेंट है, भिन्न है ना. बट सम आर गर्ल्स एंड सम आर बॉयज, ओके, कुछ लड़के कुछ लड़कियां, सम आर टेल एंड सम आर शोर, सम कम टू स्कूल बाय बस, सम वॉक टू स्कूल एंड सम कम बाय प्राइवेट व्हीकल्स, ठीक है. कुछ छोटे हैं, कुछ बड़े हैं, कुछ लड़के हैं, लड़कियां हैं, कुछ बस से आते हैं, कुछ सेल्फ आते हैं, ओके, एंड कोई कुछ अपने प्राइवेट व्हीकल्स से आते हैं. सो देयर कैन आल्सो बी अदर डिफरेंसेस सच एज द लैंग्वेज you speak at home, the kind of music you enjoy, the kind of food you eat, the religion you follow, or the kind of books you read. So all these differences are less obvious but are equally important in making each one of us unique. ठीक है. सबकी खाने की पसंद अलग अलग है, सब अलग अलग म्यूजिक सुनते हैं, सबको डिफरेंट टाइप्स बुक्स पसंद है, ठीक है. डिफरेंसेस आर लेस ऑब्वियस बट आर इक्वली इंपॉर्टेंट इन मेकिंग ईच वन ऑफ अस यूनिक. तो क्या होता है इससे कि हम लोगों को ना हर किसी को ये चीजें यूनिक बनाती हैं. सो द स्टेट ऑफ बीइंग डिफरेंट एंड यूनिक इज कॉल्ड डाइवर्सिटी, अनेकता, है ना. क्या होता है कि ये जो यूनिक है हर तरह से, मतलब हर एक इंसान का अपने अपने यूनिक होना, वो डाइवर्सिटी दर्शाता है. पीपल कैन बी डिफरेंट इन टर्म्स ऑफ रेस, एथेनिसिटी, जेंडर, सेक्स, फिजिकल एट्रीब्यूट्स एंड एबिलिटीज, सोशियो इकोनॉमिक स्टेटस, रिलीजियस बिलीफ एक्सेट्रा. Need for diversity. तो इसकी जरूरत क्या है? When differences are not seen as reason for discrimination, diversity works wonders. It is only when diversity is studied and understood in a positive and nurturing environment, so that we can rise above region, caste, religion, class, etc. It is all about our readiness to understand, accept, embrace, and celebrate the diversity contained within each individual. Okay, so diversity enriches our life. Imagine a world full of identical people where everyone looks like the same, dresses in the same way, talks in the same language, and behaves in the same way. So, how would life be in such a world? Living with a diverse group of people help us to learn new things and grow with wisdom. So, each one of us absorbs different cultures and becomes more tolerant. So therefore, it is very important to learn to accept people the way they are. ठीक है ना, लोगों को एक्सेप्ट करना पड़ता है जिस तरह के वो होते हैं. डाइवर्सिटी इन इंडिया, भारत में जो है अनेकता, कल्चरल डाइवर्सिटी. द इंडियन सिविलाइजेशन इज मोर देन 5000 years old. जो हमारी भारतीय जो सिविलाइजेशन है, जो है, ये कितना 5000 साल पुरानी है. India is home to myriad of cultures, traditions and religions. तो सबसे भारत में जो है क्या है, संस्कृति, ट्रेडिशन और धर्म, है ना, सबसे ज्यादा भारत में है. आपने देखा होगा हमारे जो है भारत का कल्चर सबसे अलग है, ठीक है. ईच स्टेट इन इंडिया फॉलो इट्स ओन कल्चर. हर राज्य का अपना एक अलग संस्कृति है, ठीक है ना, ईच एंड एवरी स्टेट. सो दैट इज मार्कली डिफरेंट फ्रॉम अदर स्टेट्स. For example, the culture of Assam is different from the culture of Gujarat. ठीक है, क्योंकि आसाम का कल्चर क्या है, गुजरात के कल्चर से बिल्कुल अलग. आप जाएंगे ना, जैसे अलग अलग स्टेट्स में हम लोग जाते हैं तो लैंग्वेज अलग होती है, पहनावा अलग होता है, खाना अलग होता है ना, ड्रेसेस अलग होती हैं. बट इसमें भी एक चीज है कि we all are Indian. So likewise, different religions are also followed by people in India. Each religion has its own beliefs, so customs and festivals. Now we will talk about festivals. India celebrates a plethora of its vibrant festivals. Some are religious and some are related to seasons and harvest. कुछ धार्मिक होते हैं, कुछ फसलों से संबंधित होते हैं, कुछ सीजन यानी वेदर, मौसम से संबंधित होते हैं. So beside them we have national festivals, birthdays of gods and great personalities too, to revere with equal joy and enthusiasm. Owing to its visual cast and custom, even New Year is a glory to celebrate at different times by different cultures with different names. India's culture and tradition resonate in its music and various dance forms. Dances like Kathakali, Bharatnatyam, Kuchipudi, Kathak, and many other classical dance forms have passed the ancient Indian knowledge, morals, and myths from one generation to other since ages. There are folk songs and dances like Bhangra, Chau, Garba, etc. that rejoice with flavors of changing seasons. ठीक है, सबके अपने अलग अलग नृत्य होते हैं. जैसे जैसे वेदर चेंज होता है उसी हिसाब से फेस्टिवल्स भी आते हैं. इंडियन म्यूजिक ऑल्सो हैज इट्स रूट्स इन वेदास. जो हमारा म्यूजिक है वो किससे रिलेटेड है? वेद. वेयर पीपल स्टेड विद द गुरु टू लर्न द रागास इन अ सिस्टम ऑफ टीचिंग कॉल्ड घरानास. ठीक है, राग सीखते थे उस टाइम पे विद्यार्थी. So the bhajan of Meera and the doha of Tulsidas and Surdas carry a long legacy. Art and sculpture. Art of Smarak. Indian craftsmanship across the era is evident on the walls of various temples, monuments and other structures. Whether it is the Panch Rathas of Mahabalipuram Konark Temple in Odisha, Kumbhalgarh Fort in Rajasthan, this. Okay, or Sanchi Stoop in Madhya Pradesh. So they all tell tales of the grand architecture skills of Indian sculptors. Okay, so the Ajanta and Ellora caves in Maharashtra are one of the earliest forms of art based on the teachings of Buddha. है ना, बहुत पुरानी ये बनी हुई है चीजें. The Kailash temple of Ellora is still a mystery for the world, owing to its majestic monolithic structure. India is a land of enormous physical diversity. There are the lofty Himalayas, fertile plains, the Deccan Plateau, vast coastal area, the arid Thar desert, and many other landforms. So the existence of India as a nation depends on the interrelation of different regions and their dependence on another. Rice and wheat, the staple food of the country, is grown in the fertile plains. The mountains are the source of many rivers. Coastal areas provide fish. The Deccan Plateau grows cotton and is also a storehouse of essential minerals. A person living in Delhi will get coconut grown in the coastal areas, while a person living in the coastal areas will eat rice grown in the northern plains only, because the different regions of the country are connected to each other. ठीक है, so the diversity in physical features adds a lot of variety to our culture as well. So while women living in the cold climate of Kashmir wear woolen firans, है ना, फिरान कोट पहनते हैं ना वो लोग वूलन. A woman living in the hot and humid Bengal prefers wearing a cotton साड़ी, है ना, जहाँ गर्मी और धूप और जहाँ ह्यूमिडिटी होती है वहाँ पे कॉटन पहनते हैं. भांगड़ा एंड Gidda are popular dance forms of the vibrant and energetic people of Punjab. So the Assamese like matching their steps to the subtle and artistic dance form Bihu. होता है ना, फूड स्टेप मैच करते हैं वो लोग. Religious diversity. India is a secular country. भारत जो एक धर्मनिरपेक्ष देश है. This means that people of India have the right to follow any religion of their choice and celebrate their religious festival. मतलब यहाँ के लोगों को अधिकार है कि वो अपने हिसाब से कोई सा भी धर्म चुन सकते हैं और उससे रिलेटेड जितने भी फेस्टिवल, जो भी त्योहार होते हैं वो मना सकते हैं. So religious communities such as Hindu, Muslim, Sikhs, Isai, Jain, Parsi, Jews and Buddhists consider India their home and live in a peace and harmony. So the government of the country treats people of all religions alike without any kind of discrimination. बिना किसी भेदभाव के सभी धर्म के लोगों को जो है यहाँ की सरकार मानती है. Linguistic and regional diversity. People of India speak different languages. उसको बोलते हैं bilingual, linguistic. Okay, and dialects and use different scripts. So the 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution recognizes 22 languages. In Hindi is the primary official language, while English is the secondary official language. The government encourages every state to develop its language and culture. Economic diversity यानी कि आर्थिक अनेकता, अर्थव्यवस्था. The economic conditions of people are determined by the regions in which they live. Agriculture, which is the main occupation of the country, is the basis of the livelihood of most people. So in the place where food crops grow in plenty, people depend on farming for their sustenance. In areas that do not receive adequate rainfall, people cannot grow crops. So factories and industries usually provide jobs for people in areas that are rich in mineral resources. Many people make handicrafts or depend on other occupations such as livestock, rearing and mining. So the history and geography of region influences its economy and trade. For example, the economy of Ladakh, a desert in North India, largely depends on livestock rearing as the geography is not suitable for agriculture. So people rear shop and produce wool bought by weavers from Kashmir. They also make woolen rugs and carpets. Kerala, a coastal state in South India, is known for its species. Other occupations are silk weaving and fishing in Kerala. Okay, so traders from Arab and Europe went there for spices and silk. You can relish kahwa of Kashmir. कहवा सिर्फ कश्मीर में मिलता है. ओके, सो पाव भाजी ऑफ मुंबई, सांभर डोसा ऑफ तमिलनाडु, दाल बाटी ऑफ राजस्थान, मक्की दी रोटी एंड सरसों दा साग ऑफ पंजाब एक्सेट्रा. टू ट्रीट योर प्लेट विद फ्लेवर्स ऑफ इंडिया. अब इन सब चीजों को खाने के लिए हमें पर्टिकुलर उसी जगह पे जाने की जरूरत नहीं होती. ठीक है, अब ये चीजें हर जगह मिलनी शुरू हो गई, हर जगह मिलती है ये चीजें. ठीक है. नाउ नेक्स्ट वन, यूनिटी इन डाइवर्सिटी, यानी कि अनेकता में एकता. इंडिया इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट डाइवर्स कंट्रीज इन द वर्ल्ड. थ्रू आउट इट्स हिस्ट्री, people from different places migrated here, adding richness to its culture and traditions. India's unity, despite its diversity, was aptly shown when people from different religions, regions, cultures, classes, and sections of the society came together to protest against the British rule. So today India has become a land of varied cultures, religions, and communities living together in harmony. So we find people following different customs, traditions, and lifestyle in different regions of the country. Okay, so to understand diversity in India, let's recall the Republic Day parade on 26 January. Every state tableau is different from the other. जब 26 जनवरी की परेड निकलती है तो उसमें हर राज्य की अपनी एक झांकी होती है. स्टेट टैब्लू, उसको झांकी बोलते हैं, जैसे यहाँ पे तमिलनाडु की दिखाई गई है. ठीक है. सो the Republic Day parade showcase India's traditional, cultural and physical diversity. In short, India shows diversity, and in this diversity there exists harmony and unity. तो क्या दिखा इंडिया में जो है अनेकता में एकता हमारे भारत में ही होती है. Indian literature illustrates unity in diversity in a number of ways, including shared cultural narratives. The Mahabharata and Ramayana are epics that are revered across India and form a shared cultural foundation. Spiritual and philosophical texts. The Vedas, Upanishad, and the Bhagavad Gita are ancient scriptures that provide a common spiritual and philosophical heritage. Bhakti and Sufi tradition. The devotional poetry of the Bhakti and Sufi movements transcends religious boundaries. Freedom struggle literature. Writings from the colonial period and independence movements such as those by Rabindranath Tagore and Mahatma Gandhi reflect common aspiration for freedom. Regional novels. Regional novels can help readers understand India's culture, traditions and political diversity. Sahitya Academy's guiding principle. Dr. S. Radhakrishnan articulated the principle that all Indian literature is one written in different languages. Unity and globalization. Among all diversities, there exists unity, and that is the beauty of India. Our constitutions allow us to choose for ourselves the way we want to live, the clothes we want to wear, the religion we want to follow, and many more such liberties. So India is a progressive country. Progress in all spheres like communication, transport, and technology has linked us to the world as never before. This globalization has resulted in sharing of knowledge, thoughts and ideas. So it has also improved the economy of not only India but every country in this global world. Kerala. This is case study. Kerala lies on the southwestern coast of India. It is famous for its pleasant climate, hills, beaches and scenic beauty, so much so that it is aptly called God's own country. यहाँ की ब्यूटी बहुत अच्छी है, ग्रीनरी बहुत है। So it is the first state in India to have 100% literacy rate. 100% literacy यानी कि यहाँ के जो है 100% लोग शिक्षित है, ठीक है। Christians, Hindus, Muslim and people belonging to many other faiths live here. Kerala is situated between the Arabian Sea and the Western Ghat. Rice, coconut, many types of spices, bananas and tapioca, especially pepper, grow here. In fact, spice made it the favorite destination for the traders in ancient times. Jewish and Arab traders regularly visited Kerala to trade in spices. यहाँ के मसाले बहुत famous हैं, ठीक है। Kerala is also known for certain cash crops such as tea, coffee, rubber, pepper and tapioca, which are exported to other countries. So fishing is also an important occupation and is a means of livelihood for a large part of the population. So the fishing nets that are used here are called China wala. China refers to China. So this is because they look similar to the ones used in China. Besides this, Kerala also had a flourishing core industry. Coir mattresses made from the fiber of husk of coconuts are of the best quality. It is favorite tourist, churches, backwoods, location, coconut trees, beaches at Alpe and Kumarkom, snake boat raised during the festival. This one, snake boat, okay, of Onam, Kathakali dance, wildlife sanctuaries, the hill station of Munnar, rubber tea and coffee plantations on the slopes of the hills makes it a popular tourist destination. The presence of a large number of rivers led in the growth of Kerala. It also shows a lot of foreign influence in its culture. Jews, Europeans and Arabs came here as traders. It is quite clear from history that when foreigners settled down in one place, they spread their religious belief as well. For instance, St. Thomas, the first century traveler, brought Christianity to India. Vasco da Gama, a Portuguese sailor, also came to Kerala and can be given the credit for beginning the spice trade between India and the Western world. So Ibn Battuta, a Muslim Moroccan traveler, mentioned about Muslims living in Kerala in his travel. Ladakh is the land of high passes and lies in the eastern part of Kashmir, formerly falling in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. It is now a union territory as declared on 31st October 2019. It is inhabited by people of Indo-Aryan and Tibetan descent. It is one of the most thinly populated regions. Ladakh is a cold desert with Leh being its largest town. So it is covered with snow for a large part of the year. So there is a very little or no rainfall at all. Such conditions do not allow plants to grow. Only a few trees are able to grow in this cold desert. Once common occupation of the people of Ladakh is rearing of sheep. Okay, where sheep from Ladakh region produce the world famous Pashmina wool. People in Ladakh collect the wool and sell it to traders in Kashmir. So the Pashmina shawl are mainly woven in Kashmir and are very costly. Most families own goats, cows and yak. The diet of the local people includes meat and milk products as well. Vegetables are scarcely grown here. So dear students, the chapter is in here. Now, I hope you all are very well understand this chapter. We will meet in the next class. Thank you everyone.